Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Den of Iniquity that is Ken Shaving and BSing, home of your original Big Shave Best Champion, as always. And this morning, going to review a soap company that was, I guess I'd seen it in like thumbnails of some videos. I've been on and off watching shave videos. I'm getting a little more back to it. And Melly Mel Shaves did an unboxing and then he did a shave review. And I found out this company's from Lubbock, Texas, and I went, okay, Texas company, let me throw them some love. Hub City Soap Company out of Lubbock, Texas, and I picked up Doctrine. I'll give you one guess why I bought Doctrine. Those of you that have been here long enough should know the answer very quickly. I'll give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you said Aventus, you'd be correct. So, this is their Aventus scent. And I did an off-camera unboxing and sniff test. The scent is good. Off the soap, it's not the strongest. It's towards the Spartacus end of strengths, but to caveat that statement, I found most Aventus scented soaps, maybe minus fine, they don't come off very strong off the puck, out of the tub, what have you. So you gotta sort of get that. They open up more as the aromatics open as you lather, okay? Or if you bloom it to bring out the fragrance or essential oils, whatever makes up the combo. In fact, what do they use in here? This says fragrance. So, anyway, so to give you an idea of the ingredients otherwise, a good segue. Stearic acid, beef tallow, cocoa butter, potassium hydroxide, shea butter, goat milk, manteca. For those who don't speak Spanish or grew up in the Spanish area, manteca is lard, pig fat. And usually the best way, lard is probably the best thing to make biscuits with, and definitely tortillas. And actually it's lower in the bad things versus even butter. So take that for what it's worth. Then you continue with castor oil, glycerin, sodium hydroxide, avocado oil, lanolin, fragrance, and vitamin E. Sounds like a very good blend of ingredients. The matching aftershave. Once you get past the alcohol, of course, I did a test on my arm and let it dry down. It leans to the woodier edge of the Aventus spectrum. A lot of people like the fruity, pineapple-y, was it blackcurrant, apple, pineapple kind of blend top notes. This one leads more towards the wood. It's still got the alcohol, the citrus opening. This one dries down to more of the woody spectrum. So if you like, not smoky though, just woody. So if you like that end of the Aventus spectrum, this may be the one for you versus let's see, what's a fruitier one? Like PAA's is a little more fruity, particularly in the opening, and it dries down to more balanced. So it's not bad or good, it's just however you choose your Aventus, because there's been so many batch variations due to availability of the naturals and how the naturals come in. Because with naturals, it's never consistent. It's not like you can recreate it in the lab and keep it consistent year to year. So that's the whole story if you're not familiar with why there's this fragcom argument about Aventus batches. But anyway, so I'm not going to do any prep besides water. I'm already out of the shower. The rest of this shave today will be, I'm going back to the BC Silvertip Synthetic. I'm using a RazorRock old type head on a faux horn handle that I got a few years back from a New Year's giveaway from Peter Charkalis. Peter, I have not given away, no, I haven't sold anything. I did give away 1 or 2 things as a piff out of that box, but never sold anything. Because I know right when you put out that video, also, you've seen other people that were piff things from you and they flipped them for money. So I definitely held to that, and I still have a lot of that box or a few components I have definitely given away specifically to a friend or piffed in general. So let's get into the shave. Almost 5 minutes in, so enough talking. So I'm gonna get the tap warmed up. Oh yeah, I forgot the blade. While that tap is warming, I'm gonna revisit the Dorco Titan, and comes wrapped like this. Now let's get the razor unbound. Alright, show you the blade. It is a single wrap blade. No glue, no extra wrapper. It's a single wrapped in this, I'm assuming it's a slightly waxy, yeah, it's a kind of a wax lined paper. So, same on each side. Don't need to show you the other side because it'd be irrelevant because it is literally the same on each side. So I bought this head itself. I believe the head's like $6.99. It's something really cheap. So this is really an inexpensive razor in the scheme of things because the handle was free. But their handles at Razor Rock or Italian Barber are not expensive either. Okay. I'm going to let it run some more to heat up the blade. I'm going to turn it down a little. Lessen that noise. So there we go. Alright. Got distilled water in the cup. Dip the tips right into the tub. I'm debating on making a side video, and I throw myself into this because nobody is perfect, especially not me. But I watch a lot of videos, and I'm not just talking wet shaving. I watch fragrance review videos. I watch Marvel, one or two channels of Marvel and Star Wars related stuff, other nerd things. And I have a few other channels in general I watch. And I want to talk about habits of YouTubers. But some of you may misinterpret that, so maybe I won't. But it's not a slam, because I'm not calling anyone in particular. It's just observations I've made. If you're curious about my opinion on that, go ahead and leave a comment below. I'd be interested if you're willing to give a listen. And you may learn something in yourself or start watching yourselves if you're do any of these things I call out and go, oh, he's right. But nah, it's probably, it would come off like a slam video, and again, it's not intended, so I probably will digress. It's just been on my mind for a while. Alright, back to the soap. So as we lather, let's be aware of the scent. I might have too much water. Let's see how it goes. The scent does open up some, and I'm actually getting, I don't know if birch and because I'm not very intelligent in the way of arboreal knowledge, but I'm getting a bit of a piney. Maybe it's the birch with a bit of the fruit. But it's definitely, again, a woodier take in the soap. It does open up more as you lather it, which I had predicted. Alright, this looks good. Yeah, okay, nice, glossy. Not airy. I got 2 days growth. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got lucky with the water. Alright. Okay, blade should be nice and warm. I haven't used this head in a while, so if I screw up a little, bear with me. You know, I didn't say it's 2 days growth. If I did, apologize for being repetitious. sometimes I think I say things because I hear it in my head, and I tell myself I say that, then I go squirrel and end up not saying it, or I say it and forgot I said it in the midst of everything else rattling around. Okay, so good slickness, good protection. I have no problem with this first pass at all. Blade is comfortable. I think I gave the Titan a bit of a meh score on my blade review, but again, it could come back to pairings and needing to revisit. Because I know a lot of you, or not a lot of you, but I've had feedback saying they really like the Titan. And it just could be that I rushed the shave, maybe didn't, my prep was bad, any number of human factors. And I cut myself, but I got these fine hairs right around the lip, but they're with the skin being tender there, that's bound to happen if you dive in and focus. Always make sure, I try to make sure I get those hairs, because while they're fine in terms of visibility. Well, you run your tongue there, or if I run my tongue there, you can feel it. So to quote Paul H., got a little claret. It's a good first pass. Felt very comfortable. Soap seems to do its job. I'd give it good marks for slickness. That will close in time. We're gonna ignore it for now because Alan will get it. Go back to the brush. I know this soap's been reviewed by a few folks already, so I'm late to a lot. I'm very excited, but because I learned another company, Gentleman's Nod, who I have not used actually. I don't know if I have a sample from last year's Big Shaves West, or I know they had a lip balm in their in the swag bag, which was a very good lip balm. But they have a scent called Johnny. Guess what it's scented as? But I don't know how many of you are into fragrances, but if you know who George Zaharoff is and heard of Zaharoff's signature Pour Homme, which is a beautiful masculine, a modern masculine cologne or fragrance, EDT, EDP, but it's an EDP. Eau de parfum. Concentration. There's going to be, he's partnered with Gentleman's Nod to put out a soap and aftershave products that I'm hoping, for the love of God, is actually scented like the fragrance. Because it is classy. Especially if you like modern takes on masculine scents that you're gonna wear you know, like coat and tie, suit. Or if you just want to smell timeless masculine, not one of these overpowering old school like Kuros or Antaeus kind of scents. You know, we're talking closer to, those of you who are old enough to remember Oscar de la Renta Pour Louis when it was a hot number for a bit, and it's still out there for really cheap, like on fragrance net. It's like $20 some a bottle, maybe, if not less now. But I grew up with it when it was original. And let me tell you, George, I don't know if he used it as a basis or what he was thinking or just happenstance into it, but it's beautiful. Okay, enough of that. Back to Hub City soaps. Apologies to Hub City for digressing. Soap is performing excellently. Actually, this razor blade combo is also performing excellently. So far, minus where I got really tight in there. This has been an excellent shave. Seems like a good blade razor pairing. So it's supposed to be a simulation on a Gillette old type head. Certainly not aggressive. Open comb, they're small teeth. I mean, lengthwise. I'm going to hit up a little around my normal spots. Since I still have good soap in the brush to give me a little slickness. And then we'll post-shave, wrap up. I'll go alum block, aftershave. All right. Good enough. Good stuff. All right. So let me rinse the razor. I'm going to pop off the base plate and rinse the blade a little better. All right. Should be good. I'll close that up. Hang it. I'll just set it over here. Rinse. Get some cool water going. My little creepers popped up. That's okay. They'll close. All right, let's get some alum block going. What do you say, kids? Focus on that lip, corner of the lip. It's really off the lip. It's just the skin right off the lip. Could have started a blemish there, actually. Yeah, I could take the razor, see if I could hit up a spot or two. I'm going to do it while the alum's on. I don't care. Alright, that's better. Alright, let's rinse off the alum. Pat dry, it's normal. So the alum feedback wasn't bad. It was in a spot or two, but so I'd say that's a comfortable shave, kids. So let's talk about the soap performance as I get back into the aftershave here, or post shave. Soap performance. I like the slickness. Even now, I like the post shave feel, even post alum, until the skin dries, and then alum will tighten it up a little. So I am going out today, so I'm going to break out a moisturizer. So let's do the aftershave first. So I know I shook it, but it was capped. So gave it a little shake. It's got a bit of a tinge of brown color to it, probably from one of the ingredients. Let the alcohol dissipate a little. I'd say comparable scent, maybe closer to WSP Olympus. It's definitely woodier. I mean, there is the fruit there, but it's not as bright an opening. It's definitely the dry down one. You know, aftershaves dry down quickly. You're going to get more of the woodier end of the scent profile of Aventus in the classic scents. But I think, unless you're just strictly into vegan/vegetal takes on soap, I think you'll really like this one. Let's aftershave. Let's see. SDA 40B alcohol, pardon me. Witch hazel, glycerin, chamomile extract, willow bark extract, vitamin E, caprylic triglyceride, and fragrance. So it's got some good skin food in it. I like the feel of it. The glycerin humectant puts moisture back into the skin. Yeah. I give it a thumbs up if you're curious. You like one of their scent profiles. They got one. I think it's Red Cabin Forest, or I can't remember exactly, but it's a take on Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, which I know is a popular scent. And then they have a few others. I just went for the Aventus. I enjoyed this shave. I think it's a good soap. It's another Texas product that I'm happy to give some business to, and I'm really pleased I bought it. I give it a thumbs up from the champ. We'll put on a little moisturizer with some sunscreen. Why? Because I'll be out and about today, and you know, at 47, I don't look too bad. So let's keep that up, kids. Pardon me. And we're going to finish off with Pete and Pedro Rebel Cologne. Guess what it's inspired by? It's not exactly Aventus-like. I mean, it's Aventus-like, but it's not like trying to really copy Aventus. It's taking a lot of inspiration. They released a new one called Hero, which I was able to use. They had a now 25 code. You might want to check the site if it's still active. So I picked up some other stuff. I wanted to get like their shampoo and conditioner and one or two other products I wanted to try. So they had a great deal on these. So I think it goes well. I think it gets it leans a little towards the woodier end in the mid to dry down without getting too overly woody. So I think it's a good pairing. And with that, I'm going to leave you. Hope City Soaps. Show them some love. I think they're a good product. I enjoyed my shave, and I will continue to enjoy it. So if I were to pare down my entire soap arsenal and keep only the Aventus scents, I'm set for life. So I added another one to the collection. So with that, Hope City Soaps, recommend giving them a try. I believe they do samples, so pick them up. Check out Hope City. Look them up on the website. Hope City Soap Company, just Google them. Forget the site name, might be on here. Let me take a look. Yeah, it is on there. HopeCitySoapCompany.com. Check them out. Out of Lubbock, Texas. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Cheers. Too sweet to the good brothers and good sisters out there. Champ loves you. And I hope you enjoy this video. And hope you enjoy your next shave. And I will see you soon for my next shave.